One pitch I tried once, because I went to a BNI meeting many, many years ago, one of those early morning breakfast things where you're trying to wake up and say something reasonably coherent. And I stood up as a guest and I said, could everybody just think for a minute about what the next score would be in this football results sequence? And I said, Manchester United 4, Tottenham Hotspur, and somebody said 0. I said, well, why did you know it was 0? He said, well, your voice changed. Your voice went down. And do you remember James Alexander Gordon, who used to read the classified football results out on the BBC for years? He had this extraordinary way of doing it. And we used to play a game of guessing what the next number was going to be based on the musicality in his voice. And he was asked, how did you come up with this way of speaking? He said, well, all I do is I think about what it would feel like to be on the winning side when I read their number out, or the losing side when I read their number out. So it just goes to show that it isn't just what you say, it's how you say it that really matters. You can do justice to the words that you say because of how you articulate them and the musicality in your voice or the emphasis. And that was the point that I made in that BNI pitch. And I met someone 7 years later. He said, oh, you're the guy who read the football results out. So there are lots of different ways of saying the same thing. So in many respects, that sums up the work I do now. I help people say things in unusual ways that is still consistent with what they want to get across.